everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Fame with Nonsense. I am your host, Edith, and here we are. Another week, another Monday, another day in the grind, I guess would be the word. It's good to have you back. We just had Valentine's weekend. Hope y'all had a good Valentine's, whether it was Galentine's, Valentine's, I hate love day, whatever you had, whatever you celebrated. I hope that it was amazing and you enjoyed it and you don't end up with a baby 9 months later. That's all. Unless you want a baby, then in that case, who knows? And my dog is under the table, so he's trying to find his way out. So we'll see if he makes it around. He made it. But it's been a cool weekend. Me and my husband this year, we decided to help out at the ministry Under the Bridge, and it's a ministry that helps like people who like live homeless or like are living in their car or low income and that kind of stuff. And they there's a bridge here in Greensboro that they go out and they have different churches come by and give people food. And we ended up doing with our church toiletries and stuff like that. Our youth group came up to support it and help distribute, and it was wonderful. I enjoyed it, honestly. Pretty cool Valentine's Day weekend. So I encourage everyone out there, if you feel in your heart to go out and do something that's not essentially the typical thing that everybody wants to do, go out and do it. If your heart is pulling to help people, go out and help them. Something we learned is that a toothpaste, toothbrush, a comb, nail clippers, something like so small that we take for granted can go a long way for people. So it doesn't have to be a great gesture for someone, but if your heart is being pulled to help, go and help out. So spread kindness in this world. We sure do need lots of it, for sure. But yeah, that was my weekend. So I hope you guys had a fantastic one. And without any more of me talking, although I'm going to have to talk to the whole show, right? We'll get on to our first story of the week. So, our first story comes from Argentina. This story is talking about cryptocurrency, and I feel like we have all heard the stories about the cryptocurrencies and whatnot, and how people have either become really rich off cryptocurrencies or have been really scammed by cryptocurrencies. So I think it's one of those like kind of like pick your poison type of thing. You're either going to get rich off of it or you're not. It's a hit and miss, but that's why they call it investments, right? So this one comes from Argentina, and it says, according to news outlets, the libertarian Milei, I believe is the president, had posted a message on social media platform X Friday evening praising a private project aimed at, quote, stimulating the growth of the Argentinian economy by financing small businesses and Argentinian entrepreneurs, end quote. The world wants to invest in Argentina, money sign Libra, the Post reportedly said, naming the cryptocurrency along with the website of the project. Hours later, Milei deleted the message explaining, quote, I did not know the details of the project, and after learning about it, I decided not to continue spreading it. A lot of people were pretty mad about this because not long after he had posted this, they ended up a lot of people, of course, are like, oh, well, if our president, is invested into it and he's talking about it, then it must be good. But it goes on to say that he had obviously no connections to them, and that it was a alleged private company. But the industry observers call the operation a rug pull scam, where developers unveil a crypto token, attract investors, then quickly cash out. Within minutes of the launch, multiple large holders began liquidating millions of US dollars worth of money sign Libra. The Kobasai letter said, which provides analysis on global capital markets since said in the thread on X. That includes gains of 4 million or more as money sign Libra rose to 4.6 million in the market cap after the top was set to at 5:40 p.m. The coin fell in a literal straight line. So people literally went and was like, oh yeah, we're really gonna invest in this, and people went crazy, and then all of a sudden it just nope. So this just goes to show you that we gotta be careful what you decide to put your money into. I know for a lot of people, investing is a thing, and that's great. And if you're into it, I'm guessing you have done your research and are hopefully doing well. But if you just decide to go without doing any research, you could potentially lose quite a bit of money. So I encourage all of y'all, as much as it may take a lot of time, definitely do your research on whatever it is that you're going to invest. Whether it's cryptocurrency, whether it's stocks, whatever it might be, do your research, you guys. You don't want to end up losing all this money. But, I mean, it's crazy to think that they've managed to fool the president to do it, I don't think they would need it, but, I mean, what do I know, right? So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think on that whole story. Would y'all have invested in this cryptocurrency that he was talking about? It literally was like a money sign Libra. I don't know. I've never heard of it, but that's what it was. So let me know what you guys would have done in his shoes, or if y'all have invested into something better and are telling people what they should be doing if they want to invest in cryptocurrencies. Leave in the comments for the people who might want to know at some point. So on we go to our chisme part of the video of the podcast. So this one comes from Reddit, of course, and it goes from r/entitled people. And just don't mind my dogs; they're going on and about the doggy door. So the title goes, 2 friends cut us off because we didn't invite them on vacation. And when I read that title, I was like, well, I mean, what did you do to not invite 2 friends? Was it a group thing? Was it not a group thing? Were they, it was one of those things where let's not make them come, that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and read what it says. Hi. So I, 22 female, have a big friend group of around 10 people. We usually get along fine and get together a few times per month. A few years ago, we tried to set up a vacation of all of us, but it didn't work out because no one could find the exact same time to go. So we went with 7 people, leaving 3 others behind. The other 3 were fine with it and wished us fun. This vacation was kind of weird because 2 of the people specifically, let's call them Danielle, 21 female, and her boyfriend Marcus, 21 male, they micromanaged a lot, told us what to do and where to go at all times, which might be because it was in Marcus' vacation home and he knew the location well, but still. They got mad at me when I didn't like their chicken and called me stupid. They felt I should have known to plan around the vacation when I had to leave 2 days earlier than the rest because I got an unexpected internship, which I needed for school. And overall, the vacation was moderately fun, but not something I wanted to repeat. Marcus and Danielle are very controlling in general. At one point, they even checked our locations, saw that we were hanging out with a few people, called us, and asked why we weren't invited with them or why they weren't invited. And it goes on to say, last year, I came up with the idea of going on a vacation with a few people. I asked in the group chat and said that I could only bring 4 people. And the first 4 who responded went with me. Danielle and Marcus were not part of this vacation and got extremely upset, calling us names and saying we weren't real friends, etc. We offered to have another one if they booked an Airbnb nearby. And if they wanted to, they could just come to this one if they booked an Airbnb by. But they only agreed if we split the bill with them. We tried to accommodate and communicated every detail, but the booking got postponed, so much that it cost us a lot extra, like almost 200 euros extra. And that was each. And it goes on to say, we couldn't find a solution and decided to go without them. They got very mad and said that we cannot go on a vacation without including everyone. The other 3 people from the first vacation were also not going, and they were okay with it. It's just Danielle and Marcus who were really upset. They think that because they invited us the last time, they should join now. They even imposed a rule that if a vacation includes 3 or more people, we have to invite everyone. Fast forward to last summer. I found that rule stupid and asked my 4 best friends in this group if they wanted to go on a vacation with me. They said yes, and we started planning. My grandma surprised us for my 21st birthday by purchasing rooms in a beautiful hotel for each of us, so it was quickly decided we would go. We knew we had to tell Danielle and Marcus somehow, because just going without them would make them very upset. We postponed it, and 2 months went by without telling them, making it kind of awkward. I finally told them kindly that the plan was for us to go on vacation and that it wasn't intended to be rude. Well, this backfired. They became extremely upset when I first told Danielle. She seemed okay with it, but then I received a text message from her saying that they were actually extremely mad at me. They were upset that my friends and I didn't communicate and just booked the vacation without even telling them. We somewhat understand, but we just didn't want to go through the whole thing again like last year. Now, a few months later, they have completely cut us off. They told us that we were the worst friends ever and that we shouldn't treat people this way and that we need to behave differently. I'm curious as to what others think, because maybe I was really was this really bad friend and need some more perspective. And the edit goes on to say, I see some comments talking about my finances and affording multiple vacations a year. To be honest, I don't know how that's relevant, but maybe the context changes things. We are not from the USA. In our country, it is normal to go on vacation each year. Also, the vacation with Marcus and Danielle was a budget holiday. But I do understand how this all might sound. We are all incredibly privileged and there are so much bigger problems in the world. This shouldn't be one. You're all completely right. So I'm guessing someone in the comments must have been like, y'all just rich, prude guys who have something to say. Goodness, y'all hear that door? But also, look at this cute cup. Jose got it for me, but that's besides the point. Oh, sweetheart. Yeah, I feel like they're not entitled people. It feels more like a friendship situation here than Marcus and Danielle being, I guess, controlling. I feel like everybody has their way of being, and at some point, like, you have to learn to deal with each other's personalities if you really do become friends, like, for a good while. I feel like I have a very solid four girl friend group, including me. I'm the 4th one in that group, and I feel like we all have our own different personalities, but we work really well with each other, and we understand each other, and we know what our boundaries are, and we know how to treat each other. And we've made it work. We've been friends since, well, with two of them since middle school, and with one of them since like ninth grade. So here we are, 2024, and I graduated in 2013. So been a long time, and we've been friends since then. But it takes a lot to really manage to have a group that's willing to stay together since school and still push through adult life. And I think that's something that like these people need to keep in mind, that especially when you have a big friend group, it's not going to stay that big outside of school. And the fact that some of these people couldn't go, then they couldn't go. But I don't think they should forcibly make everyone go, or absolutely tell them that, hey, we're taking a vacation, y'all have to go, or do y'all want to go? Like, they shouldn't have to do that. It could be things where, like, it sounds more like each of them didn't really like each other. And I feel like if you don't like somebody in the friend group for whatever reasons, I don't feel like you should be forced to ask them to come to a vacation that you don't want to spend time with them, you know? So I totally see OP's side of it, of like, they shouldn't have to ask somebody to come along if they don't want them to come along. And I do think it's kind of rude of Marcus and Danielle to be like, oh no, you have to tell us, like, we're gonna go, you know? There's obviously some miscommunication. Obviously, like, either Marcus and Danielle feel like they're a lot closer to this person than this person is actually making them out to be. So that's probably why they feel like they must be included. But obviously she does not feel the same way. So someone needs to sit down and communicate. Communication is key. So I don't think anyone is really entitled here. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like you should be able to take vacations with whoever you want, whenever you want. Like, I know my girls, they be taking vacations with their husbands and boyfriends and whatnot whenever they want. I don't expect them to invite me to every vacation they go on, and they certainly don't expect it from me. So I don't understand what makes anyone feel entitled that they have to be offered to come to a vacation. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. And if Marcus and Danielle want to go on a vacation, they should bring it up. You know, they should be like, well, we want to take a trip here, then. And who wants to come? That's it. That's all that needs to be said. Obviously, like, I don't think this person is out to, like, push them from the group, but I do definitely think that this person doesn't like them, and they need to voice the fact that, look, guys, I don't consider y'all friends like that, and this is why I'm not inviting y'all. So, as I feel like if they were friends, if this person really, OP, the one who wrote this, really felt like those are friends, they wouldn't have separated them or put them out of this recent vacation. Like, it was your birthday, obviously, because they mentioned that it was their birthday and the grandma had paid the rooms for everyone and whatnot. So I feel like, as far as friends go, I would want to invite my friends to a vacation. But if you're not inviting them, then they're probably not your friends, or you probably aren't considering them friends. So I don't think it's going to break the group. I definitely do think that it could be more of a, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I don't consider y'all friends. And that's that. But it doesn't have to break the group. But, I mean, I guess I'm just a side stander. What do I know? But yeah, definitely do think that somebody needs to be voicing out how they really feel about this relationship. But the first comment went, sounds like you don't like them, and now they don't like you. Oh well. Somebody else goes, exactly this. Not all friends are meant to be your friends your whole life. Some just last for a season. My mom always told me you have friends for a reason, friends for a season, and friends for life. And I think that is pretty much regularly every day. Yes, it seems like a big deal when you're 21, but this is really normal. You will gain and lose friends throughout your life, and it sounds like they don't really fit into your friend group attitude-wise, I guess. And I think that it goes without saying that the people on Reddit agree. Like, you either aren't friends or you are in high school if that's how you treat your friends. That's just my 2 cents. But yeah, without going on to a tangent about it, your friends will be your friends. If you're not thinking of inviting them anywhere, they're obviously not your friends, and I think it's time to let them know. So that's my 2 cents. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought. If this person was maybe being entitled more than Marcus and Danielle, or if maybe Danielle and Marcus were being pretty entitled. I do think they did have. I think they both had a tad bit of entitlement. I think definitely her for thinking that she doesn't have to invite everybody and like excluding people out just because she can. But at the same time, I don't feel like she should be forced to ask anybody she doesn't like. But I don't think she understands the fact that she doesn't like them. And then I don't think it's right for Marcus and Danielle to be making it a rule that people have to be invited if you go on a vacation, because that's just bonkers. Bonkers for real. So definitely that's my 2 cents. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we'll move on to our last story of today. Our last story of today comes from a very, very cute, actually not cute, probably kind of scary video. I don't know, y'all probably have already seen it going around. It was a video. Let me paint the scene for y'all. One sunny afternoon. I'm kidding. I don't know if it was sunny or not, but it was a video of this guy in the ocean. He's kayaking, whatnot. I think I find out in the article that it's his dad. It's a dad and a son duo, and the son is just out there in the kayak, and all of a sudden, this whale just comes up, engulfs him, and goes back down, and spits him out. It spits him back out. And I was like, no way this dude just got eaten by a whale. Like, that, I guess my word of today is bonkers. That is bonkers. And I was looking at this video and I just kept replaying it because I'm like, could you imagine just out there peacefully just trying to kayak, just doing your thing, and out of nowhere it just comes out a whale and just eats you up? Like, that story, I think we know it too well from the Bible, but I just thought, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, imagine just coming home and like, if the dad of this man had not recorded the video, can you imagine trying to go home and telling your family that, like, dude, I just almost got eaten by a whale. Like, I know this whale could not have ate a human, but I'm like, could you just imagine? Because I could not. That's a story for the centuries. That's really something that would come up in every like family dinner. Oh yeah, you remember that one time I almost got eaten by a whale? Like, definitely, I think that you have that story for life. For life, there's nothing going back on that. So, the story goes, last Saturday, I don't know if it was last Saturday by the time this video comes out, Adrian Simancas was kayaking with his father, Del, in Bahia El Igala. My Spanish-speaking folks are going to be like, El what? El Águila, near the San Idriso Lighthouse in the Strait of in the Strait of Magellan, I believe is how you pronounce it, when a humpback whale surfaced, engulfing Adrian and his yellow kayak for a few seconds before letting him go. His dad kept saying, stay calm, Adrian says, and I thought I was dead. I thought I had eaten me and it had swallowed me. He described the terror of those few seconds and explained that his real fear set in only after resurfacing, fearing that the huge animal would hurt his father or that he would perish in the frigid waters. He goes on to say again, I thought I was dead and it was very scary, but at the end of the day, we finally made it back home and we just swam on back. Not kayak back. His dad, throughout the video, he's like telling him, stay calm, you're fine. And like, you just see the poor boy just like, okay, I'm out here. I need to move closer to my dad. And his dad finally gets close enough to his dad to where his dad pulls him with his paddle and he gets situated and they kayak back to shore and they're uninjured. Nothing happened to the boy. I say boy, but he's a man. But, it just goes to show you how crazy life can be at that point. I can only imagine, like, you're just there, and all of a sudden you're inside a fish and you're like, oh no, what have I done? And if you're a Christian, you're like, oh no, what? Where is God taking me? But I just thought it was kind of funny. I thought it was funny to see that, like, he's uninjured and the fact that nothing bad happened to him and anything. I think it goes for a funny story. Obviously, if something had tragically happened to him, then this would be a different story. But I think it is kind of funny that, like, he just got eaten by a whale for a moment. So I thought it was something interesting to end the day with, to let you know that the impossible is very much so possible. You never know, you could be out there kayaking, bam, eaten by a whale and spit back out. So be careful when you're out there kayaking in the oceans or whatnot. Or paddleboarding, I believe that's another one they do out. Jet skis, that kind of stuff. But just be careful out there. You never know this ocean, and I know spring is coming up, but then you have spring break, people at the beaches all the time. So just y'all be careful out there. You never know what you're gonna find, and if you're gonna get eaten alive. So, without further ado, that was our last story of the day. Let me know what you guys thought about this. If y'all also thought it was bonkers, because I definitely did. And that's it. That is all I have for you guys this week. I hope y'all have a good weekend. No, I hope y'all have a good week. Or whenever y'all listening to me, it might be the weekend. I don't know. I hope that you're getting plenty of sleep. That you are getting $1 million. I'm kidding. I don't know. Well, I hope that you do. That'd be great. And I hope that you're getting your workout done. I hope that you're drinking plenty of water. I am obviously trying, you guys. And yeah, that's it. I hope y'all be safe, stay safe, don't do nothing crazy, don't get eaten by fish, and I will see you again next time. Bye.